They don't go to the police because it's dull. So said Alfred Hitchcock when asked about, in his suspension movies, his thrillers, um, why doesn't the protagonist, the victim, if you will, why don't they go to the police? They don't go to the police because it's dull. That is that is true. Ideally, hopefully, the story is written in, or the story is written better, and it's handling the situation in a way that you don't think, they should go to the police. Hopefully, that's a little more than the kidnapper or whatever we usually dealing with in this scenario going, if you go to the police, we will kill you or whatever. Hopefully, it's a bit better than that. In general, when I watch movies, they are better than that. I haven't given much thought to they don't go to the police because it's dull. I thought about that a lot with Decibel. Decibel is a Korean action movie where a former Navy captain has to save his wife and daughter by preventing a series of bombs of going up all around Busan. So we are in Busan, which I hear you can take a train to, if you get it, and I absolutely think you should. If you don't get a train to Busan, it's a good zombie movie. So in Busan, a former Navy submarine captain is the title that I'm giving him. He's being tormented by an unknown terrorist who holds the captain's wife and daughters hostage and has a series of bombs set to go off in public places full of people, like a pool or an amusement park, stadium. If the noise of those locations get too high, if the noise level gets too high, get it? The movie's called Decibel. The bombs go off, there's too much noise. Yeah, you get it. Don't worry. I am not cool enough to speak Korean. Sorry, I know one who is. I'm not sure she watched this movie. So I can't tell you if the acting is anything special. But to my defense, Decibel is one of those movies where most of the lines are yelled anyways. A lot of the cast is police, and it's action, there's noise, and most of the cast is military personnel after all, and you know how they like to shout everything. Decibel has a tonal issue. It feels like two separate movies stitched together, or one movie cut up with new footage inserted, kind of like how they made Power Rangers. The main incident in Decibel is a Korean submachine. Submachine? No, it's not a submachine. But it is a machine that goes submerged. It's a submarine, is the word I'm looking for. A Korean submarine that, due to an accident, why am I saying something? Daft, forget about it. So there's an accident aboard this submarine, so it's stuck on the ocean floor. Then the movie skips 1 year, where the submarine captain is contacted by the kidnapper, the hostage taker, because of what happened on the submarine. So first I thought, wow, okay, so immediately all the drama, I thought, will this be will they survive? What will happen on the submarine drama? That can be good, nothing bad about that. That immediately got, shall I say, blown out of the water? Or is that too many maritime jokes? The tension just got diffused. Bombs, yeah, okay. On a roll here on a Monday. So I was led up to this movie about a submarine and its crew being stuck on the ocean floor, and then it just goes 1 year later. At least the captain survived. So at least the captain made it out. So like, okay, then what is this movie gonna happen? That's not how words work. Can't even. I was just, what is this movie gonna be about? And then the hostage situation goes on. We start with the captain. He said he's been contacted 1 year later. So the movie continues. We're going back and forth with this 1 year time skip, where it continues to unfold the submarine. It's a mystery, and then the action movie about chasing bombs. In itself, that's not a bad idea. It just, yeah, it feels like you're getting a little greedy. Couldn't decide. Because both of these movies on its own, both these plots, could be a great movies. Where my issue, maybe a little bit hard to say, but these stories, the submarine and the bomb chasing, they are so very different in tone. So going back and forward, like I think it's called tonal whiplash by far greater YouTubers than me. The submarine plot is like high on drama, on personal sacrifice, duty, honor, tough decision, true leadership. If you want to, like men being manly men and going, gotta survive this, whatever it takes. And then the action part with the bombs, I found it quite goofy. Like borderline approaching Die Hard 3, if you remember that one, where one of them is where Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson is playing Simon Says, literally, with some bombs around New York. Like one of the bombs in Die Hard 3 are getting diffused by getting an exact amount of water. Like they have to get 2 gallons because we're in America, so they don't know what a liter is, by a 5-gallon glass and a 3-gallon glass, and then they have to get 4 or something. If I remember correct, that scene is cut up, so you actually never see the progress. But I'm digesting. So Decibel is kind of like those two. Could you say that Decibel is like watching a Korean version of Hunt for Red October and Die Hard 3 matched together? It's been a while since I watched Hunt for Red October. Maybe I'm getting something wrong. But there is a huge tonal difference, and that did infect my enjoyment of the movie. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I said the action part is quite goofy, and he's defusing bombs with these kind of this decibel thing going. Oh, you don't have to make noise, and it so quickly becomes obvious. I mean, of course, I'm the viewer, that this is big and this is a problem, and it involves a lot of people, like a playground where there's kids and there's a bomb in the middle. So that's what, and that was very early on. I'm, as usual, trying not to spoil it. So from that early on, I'm like, call the police. This is too big, and they have something with an app where the terrorist makes him install an app. So, oh, now you can't see any calls. Now you can only just go to the police. So unfortunately, that I had that in my head throughout the movie. The movie holds one last trick up its sleeves after the first round of credits, and that took me by surprise, and I really appreciate it. But you can take Decibel and file it as a like low on style, high on octane action movie. It is not easy to recommend. You will likely find better like action movies if that's what you're looking for. Even the goofiest one. Might I suggest one of my favorites, Commando, if you're really into that. Or you can find more greater suspense movies, even suspense movies with submarines. Yeah, so not a big fan. Unless you have anything else to watch, I'm not sure you'll get much out of Decibel. I can be wrong, but that was my experience. Hey, thank you for stopping by today.